Marami pong lumalabas na sinasabi ang pagmamay-ari ng ABS-CBN ay pag-aari ng isang US citizen. Nagre-renew po tayo ngayon ng isang prangkisa, magiging batas po ito. Nakita na po muna natin ang ownership structure ng ABS-CBN sa ngayon na tayo po ay hindi nagpa-violate ng isang constitutional provision on ownership. Batas na po ito, Mr. Speaker. Kahit sabihin po natin maghihiring tayo, may batas na po tayong papasukan, Mr. Speaker.
Maganda talaga ang mga punto ng ating kasama because malinaw talaga sa Article 16, Section 11, the ownership and management of mass media shall be limited to the citizens of the Philippines. Napakaraming allegation po na one of the owners is not a Filipino citizen or dual citizen. So these are the things that we have to address in the hearing. Did ABS-CBN violate the Constitution, particularly on foreign ownership? Did ABS-CBN violate election laws by being biased or favoring another or a few candidates? Did ABS-CBN violate labor laws? Napakarami pong nagkaso sa kanila sa husgado, from the lower courts to the higher courts. Ano po ang status? Did ABS-CBN violate tax laws? Maraming nagsasabi that they set up another company to evade payment of taxes. So these are the things that have to be addressed. And I think, yan nga ang sinasabi na yung punto na ng ating kagalang-galang na Congressman Mike, hindi po ito ma-resolve in one hearing, two hearing, three hearings. Kailangan impartial, extensive. Then, siyempre, kailangan rin natin pasagutin ng ABS. Bakit nyo kailangan pagpatuloy? Bakit kailangan mag-run kayo ng franchise? Dapat sagutin po nila akusasyon and answer the questions rightfully, extensively. So tama po ang mga punto ng ating kagalang-galang na Congressman Mike Defensor. Kaya nga po final natin itong bill na to.
Okay, for the record, Mr. Speaker, tinatanggap natin yung bill na to at sinusulong natin dahil ang presumption natin sumusunod to sa provision ng Constitution. May mga aligasyon at yun ang mga titingnan natin, Mr. Speaker. So, thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the reply of the sponsor. Yung huli na lang po, kasi nakalagay sa... Kasi yung akin po yung constitutional eh. Ownership, citizenship, at saka po itong pangalawa, ito pong 50 years lang ang deadline ng isang corporation na magkaroon ng prangkisa. Mr. Speaker, kanina ho, informally na pag-usapan po natin yan, gusto ko lang po malaman kasi ang ABS-CBN 1986, di ba po ba? So dapat, pero yung 25 years, dapat 1995. So Mr. Speaker, again, are we violating any constitutional provision to this effect dito po sa pag-aproba natin? Dahil sobra sa 50 years ang prangkisa ng ABS-CBN kung ito po'y aprobahan natin sa darating na panahon.
Mr. Speaker, napakaganda talaga ng mga tanong ni Mike Defensor, Congressman. Precisely, kailangan talaga ng extensive. Can you imagine yung mga constitutional questions ni Mike Defensor? Isa pang congressman pa lang yan. Can you imagine? How many more will raise issues like this? This is precisely the reason why we really have to have extensive hearings conducted, not influenced by outside sources. Because precisely, yung dalawang punto na ni-raise ni Congressman Mike Defensor ay valid. Did ABS violate the Constitution regarding ownership? May malinaw rin, they cannot have a franchise for over 50 years. So ito po mga bagay na kailangan marisolba. And hindi po madadaan to sa ordinaryong hearing, hindi po to madadaan sa ordinaryong position paper. Dahil this is a question of law, particularly the Constitution.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I know that the Rules Committee would like, because we already have a deadline, pero gusto ko lang sabihin, Mr. Speaker, for the record, alam nyo, first time nangyari ito na Committee of the Whole tayo para ipasa ang isang batas. Sa isang banda ho, maganda dahil may problema tayong kinakarap. Pero sa isang banda, ang dami nating problemang dapat talagang harapin. Mr. Speaker, nag-file po ako mismo ng bill. Taasan ng sweldo ng mga doktor at nurses. Dahil ngayon, marami na nag-imbita sa kanilang umalis ng bansa. Dahil nga sa nangyaring epidemya sa buong mundo, yung pandemic sa buong mundo. Meron ng bill, kasama ko po si Congressman Tevez, pag-increase ng hazard pay ng mga LGU frontliners at national frontliners. Economic stimulus bills, nandiyan po si Congressman Stella Kimbo, kasama po sila dyan, marami silang bill na pinapasa para palakasin ang ating ekonomiya. Yung improvement of facilities sa Department of Health, ang dami po natin problema sa ngayon na COVID talaga ang kinakaharap natin. And yet, ang Kongreso, para ma-accommodate itong problemang to, na Committee of the Whole tayo para gawin to. Mr. Speaker, again, I reiterate my point. We have so many priorities. Naipit lang talaga tayo. Yung ginawa ng NTC, mali talaga. At nag-file po ako ng resolution dyan. Hindi dapat nagsinungaling para nagkaroon tayo ng maayos na hearing at hindi tayo natataranta ng ganito. But if and when the priority will become COVID or ABS-CBN, I'm sorry, Mr. Speaker, I will attend the hearings on COVID laws and COVID bills that is required by this country. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, just a few comments. Magaganda talaga ang punto ng ating sinabi ni Congressman Mike. Nakakalungkot man sabihin, COVID bill, trabaho, dagdag sweldo. Pero pag nag-hearing kasi ang ABS, yun ang kino-cover ng media. So, yun lang ang nakakalungkot because this Congress is very productive, transparent, relevant, and responsible. Ang nakakalungkot lang kasi, ang dami na nating Zoom hearings, actual hearings, to improve the lives of our people, pero hindi po nakakover. Pero ngayon siguro, itong pinag-uusapan natin ng ABS, sigurado headline. Pero we would like to assure the Filipino people, we will do what is right, we will prioritize what is right, keeping in mind that we have to help our brothers and sisters na naghihirap while attending to this issue of ABS. Salamat po, Mr. Speaker.
Salamat.